It's Thursday afternoon. The weather outside is a little bit gloomy. I thought I'd jump on here. There's a little bit of Dara O'Shea transfer news that I was going to bring to you. Firstly, the Suffolk Crunch is proudly sponsored by Bad Shirt Club. Head over to the website, use the code TSC, the Suffolk Crunch 30, TSC 30. Get 30% off. Get over there. It is summertime. Get your shirts, your bucket hats, your jackets. If you're going, like I say, the cricket, to the beach, stag do, some wonderful stuff over there. John has kindly agreed to sponsor me for the season. So, yeah, looking forward to working with him and bringing you more stuff throughout the year. Anyway, yeah, some breaking news from Neil O'Riordan. He's a journalist for the Irish Sun, and some rumours that Dara O'Shea, Towns. Well, he said Towns Player of the Year, but Liam Delap was Player of the Year. He got the Sponsors Player of the Year. Dara O'Shea, I do believe, had an impressive season. 3 Premier League teams are linked with Dara O'Shea. His old club Burnley, promoted Leeds United, and Wolves. Firstly, as well, hit the like button, everybody. 10 people in the chat, in the live already watching. So smash that button, smash the like button. We'll go for 100 likes on this video. If you're in the chat and you're watching, you got any questions, just drop them below, and we'll get involved and we'll have a chat and we'll try and answer them. But yeah, Dara O'Shea, Towns signed him from Burnley for believed 12 million. Possibly rising to 15, but according to the article, it says that them clauses weren't met. So obviously he played for Burnley under Vincent Kompany. Now they've got Scott Parker. Had a really good defensive record last season, didn't they, Burnley? So they're in the mix. Wolves, who were interested in him last summer before he joined Town, they are also in the mix as well. Obviously, Gary O'Neill was in charge back then. Now Vito Pereira, and also Leeds United are in the mix for him as well. So it's not a surprise to me that Dara O'Shea is being linked. I'd say he had quite a good season. I wouldn't say he was as good as some people made out, because it's one of those. We did let in a lot of goals, didn't we? So when you're saying someone had a really impressive season and he was a defender and we've let in, 80 odd goals, I don't know if that really adds up. I think he was impressive. I think he can play in the Premier League, and I think there'll obviously be suitors looking at him and looking at his abilities. He's obviously in the Republic of Ireland squad. They've got a couple of games this week. Mark Ashton has said that there will probably be a couple of sales to make a bit of headroom, as he called it. So, yeah, look, I think Dara's going to be on the radar of a lot of clubs. Also, Amari Hutchinson, I think he'll be another one. And Leif Davis, I think they're your 3 that are going to have interest in them. MJ Darkness, hello. How are you doing? Any other Town fans? Come on, get in the chat. Get involved. Drop some questions in. You're probably all at work. You're probably thinking, do I ever work? Yes, I do work. I'm off for the rest of the week. I'm back on Monday to the grind. Hello, Louis Fenton. How you doing, my man? Hope you're good. This weather is absolutely pants. I think we've had our summer in April, because it's a bit bleak out there today. It's been raining. Then you get a bit of sun come out, and then it rains again. But yeah, getting back to Dara, I think if he does stay at the football club, I think he's the long-term captain. And you would think that he'd like to put some roots down, because he does move around quite a lot. You don't want to become a relegation specialist, in my opinion. And obviously he signed a long-term contract at Town. So it's one that I think we're probably going to have to follow. It doesn't surprise me, like I just said there, that he's got interest in him. But would I like to keep him? Yeah, I think I would like to keep Dara O'Shea. I think he could be a really solid performer in the Championship for Town, along with Jacob Greaves, who obviously was outstanding the season before last for Hull City. had a good season. He had fairly good. Greaves was good, and then he got injured. Robert Wilson, Jens being linked to. Yeah, look, I think we're in the mix for Caduced. Can we sort of persuade him to come and join Ipswich Town in the Championship? I'm not sure. Oh, and Jens is being linked to Ajax. What do you think to Gabriel Sara? Well, he played for the Canaries, so no more said. Don't want no ex-Norwich players at Town. Not on my radar. Not on my watch. 4 to 5. Who do you think, Robert, are the other 4 to 5 that might leave us? I did mention Amari and Leaf there. Paul Carr, welcome, Paul. I think some of these possible moves, in or out, depends on whether McKenna stays. He or Ashton need to speak up. Do they really, Paul? Because just because it's a rumour on the socials, and I shared it on here, there's a short about McKenna to Brentford. Does that mean, Paul, that there is concrete proof that there is a link there? Because Thomas Frank hasn't even left Brentford yet. So, yeah, look, they don't need to speak up as far as I'm concerned. You're going to get rumours. We had them all, well, for about the first month of last summer, didn't we, after promotion? And then Kieran obviously signed that long-term contract. Very well paid, let's add. But we'll just have to watch it. Come on. We've only got 1 like. We want 100 likes on this video. So the fans deserve it after last season. Paul, I don't think... If you're living in a world where every time there's a link to a manager or player and the club has to come out and deny it, I think you're living in a little bit of a dream world, if I'm being honest. I don't think that's how football works. Not in my opinion. I don't think you have to confirm everything. If there's concrete proof and it comes out that Brentford are interested in, I was going to say Mark Ashton. Hopefully Mark Ashton's not leaving too. If they are interested in Kieran, I think that's when the club will come out. But when it's just a rumour and it's just a journalist or a particular, I think that was a football team talk or something on X. Agree with you there, Robert. McKenna is the key to certain players staying. Thomas Vale, rumours, just see what happens. Have faith in the manager and the board to do what's right. Totally agree with you there, Thomas. Spot on with that. Hope you're well, mate. But yeah, look, there will be players leaving, and I think it does depend, I think, on a lot of it maybe McKenna, if his future is at the club, because we see that last summer with Amari Hutchinson. I think if Kieran had left, I don't think Amari would have signed, and I think he was key to getting that signing over the line. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Look, I mean, O'Shea, could he be replaced? Look, you've got Luke Wolfenden at the football club. We still don't know if Axel or Cameron Burgess. There's offers on the table, obviously, for both of them. Yeah, I think you're right there, Louis. If McKenna stays, then I think more players will stay. If he leaves, more players may go. I don't disagree with that. I did float a couple of names if McKenna did leave in my short. Danny Roll, still at Sheffield Wednesday. I think he will leave there. Don't know where he'll go. And Liam Rossini, obviously, Russell Martin was linked with Leicester. He's been named as the new Rangers manager today. So we'll have to see what he does up there in Scotland. So there's going to be a vacancy, I would have thought, soon at Leicester. If I'm a Leicester fan, I'm going to be a little bit frustrated because the clock is ticking, and I know we're only into June, but you would think if Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to leave the football club, you would rather get that done sooner rather than later, and then you'd move on, because pre-season is key. It is key to get your signings in, get some work on the training ground. So, Blue Moon Phil, good afternoon. Is Amari staying? I'm not sure. Robert Wilson, Amari stays unless someone pays 35 million. Yeah, I think you're probably right on that. That's the release clause that we have heard. I did say the other day, I think there'll be a few teams after Hutchinson. I still think he can play at Premier League level. He's young, he's English. I think he's got a really big upside. Obviously, last night, I didn't do a video on it because everyone had seen it, and I probably bored everyone to death, and probably everyone was bored to death of the Liam Delap saga. He finally signed for Chelsea, 6 million contract, 6-year contract, 30 million, Town getting 20 million up front, and then I think the rest is in instalments. We're probably going to make between 7 and 10 million for a player we had for a year. I think we've done well. I know people will say we should have probably not had that relegation clause. We've had our hands tied there. I don't think there's a lot of wriggle room there. Louis, I do think Dara is the best all-round defender we have at the club. Probably agree with that. But getting back to Delap, I think we are just hampered at where we are at the minute signing these players. I think, like Mark Ashton said, they slap a contract on the table. Probably his agent and City, you either take it or leave it. So if we'd have said no, someone else would obviously have had Liam Delap, and we wouldn't have had him for the season. And if you make 10 million on someone you've had for a year, and I know people say, well, you could have got 50 million. I see a little bit earlier, Stuart Watson on the KOA pod saying 60 to 70 million for Delap. I don't think you're getting that much. If I'm being brutally honest, I think we could have been pushing 45 to 50. I don't think there's no way you're getting 70 million. But that's just my opinion. Alex Jones said that Ajax talk was shut down by local Ajax journalists regarding Jens Kajust. Other than that, I don't think there's any more news coming out of the football club at the minute. I think that's about it. Obviously, the Fabio Wardley fight is on Saturday. I see a lot of people losing their heads because tickets are being flogged for cheap now. Look, it is what it is. If you paid when the tickets come out, not a lot you can do. I paid a decent amount. I'm going to go. I'm going to enjoy my night. I'm not going to get too hung up on what they're doing now. So it is what it is. I might do a video tomorrow. I might do a video Saturday from live in Ipswich. But I'm looking forward to going. Obviously, Dillian White is off the card now. He's got a fight in August, a bigger fight. So that is where he's heading. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a big fight for Fabio. There'll be a decent crowd there. Just hope the weather's decent. You want a decent night and get down to Portman Road, have a few beers, bit of a sing-song. It'd be good to see Fabio in action. It's a one-time only, I think, that he's going to probably fight at his hometown venue. So if you're going, enjoy it. But yeah, that's about it for now. Get yourself involved in the comments. Dara O'Shea, linked with 3 Premier League clubs. Smash the like button. Going for 100 likes on this video. Hope you're liking the lives. I'm going to do as many lives as I can throughout the summer. I think it was I can't remember the guy's name. I think he was in Australia. He was watching my live on Saturday when I went for a walk. And I will admit, the signal was pretty shit. And it wasn't the greatest quality. So I've probably bin them. If I do any Sunday strolls or walks, I won't do them as a live. I'll just record them and then upload them. But if I'm at home, if I'm somewhere where there's good signal when I drop a live, I'll probably do it that way. But lives, when I'm walking, you're just in the lap of the gods what the signal's like where you are. So, yeah, probably around here I won't be doing them. But if I'm in Ipswich Saturday and if the signal is decent, I might drop a live. If you're going to the boxing, if you see us, come and say hello. Come and buy me a beer. I'll buy you a beer. I'm staying over, so I'm going to have a few with me boys. But yeah, cheers for watching, everybody. Share it with your mates. Hit the subscribe. We've had a few more subscribers this past week, so we're getting up to nearly 8,400. If you haven't subscribed already, it's totally free. Pop over there, just hit the button. We're trying to get to 10k. I know it's a big ask. We'll get there eventually. It might take a while, but if you don't ask, you don't get. Harry Darling or Luke McNally as a Dara replacement. Well, let's cross that bridge, Louis, if it comes to it. But yeah, cheers for watching, everybody. 15 minutes there in the bag. I could talk forever for Town. I could bore everybody to tears. I could talk all night and all afternoon. I'm not going to. 15 minutes on this one. Cheers for watching, everyone. Get involved in the comments. If you know of any Town fans who don't watch the streams, get them watching, get them involved. Yeah, I'm liking the lives. Anyway, cheers for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I hope the weather picks up a little bit, and we will see you either tomorrow or over the weekend. All the best.